So, as you guys know, recently, Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, put out a video with stitches on her face and her eyes were swollen, pretty much alleging that Big Tigger put his hands on her and he caused the damages to her face. Now, she also accused him of cheating on her with his co host. As of today, she's now backtracking.
Yesterday, I received a statement from Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown. Now, for those of you guys who may not remember, we talked about this a few days ago. Alicia Brown is Big Tigger's wife, but she also posted a video to her Instagram with a bruised face. And the caption said, "Ask my husband what happened to my face."
Why my face happened.
Why my face happened, yes. So now Alicia has sent this statement over and she says, "I want to be clear. I have never called my husband an abuser. Social media has drawn its own conclusions from information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I've made. I respect the legal process and believe law enforcement should be allowed to do its job without interference from anyone, including me. In recent days, many claims, opinions, and narratives have circulated publicly. While I understand that people will form their own views, I remain confident that the facts will speak for themselves. Until then, my focus remains on my family, my peace, and protecting those I love. I love my family. I will not engage in public debate, speculation, or personal attacks and bitterness. I am not hiding, and I stand firmly by my character and integrity. I respectfully ask for patience as I follow the guidance of my legal counsel and allow the process to unfold. Thank you for those who have been extending prayers, support, and understanding at this time."
Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
Now,
don't do that. I can't stand a clown.
So
yeah,
don't
do that. I can't stand a clown.
Don't do that. You put online and say, "Ask my husband," and now you're saying, "Well, I'm not saying my husband hit me," but
and that's what you wanted us to do.
Your husband's not on air because they're doing an investigation because they're assuming, right?
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Like whose fault is it that people started drawing those conclusions, man?
Yeah, her goofy ass. Do you remember Alicia Brown? She was the same lady that left her kid in a car for 8 hours. To go into the casino. This happened in Baltimore City.
I saw those reports.
No, that was actually like a real thing.
I've seen the reports of what was done in that incident. Now, I do want to say you mentioned Big Tigger being on air or not. Mm-hmm. So I reached out to Big Tigger's team, and from what I was told, he actually is back on air this morning, and he's going to be has already addressed it himself as well. So I'm waiting to get that statement. But
well, I'm not surprised. Here's the thing, right? And Big Tigger was warned about his wife before he married her. People tried to tell him, like, "Yo, this is the type of woman that she is. She plays bird games." Now, understand something. Big Tigger is his wife's 4th baby father. She got 3 kids by 3 different men before she even met Big Tigger. So what does that tell you? Brother, that's a woman who's prone to making bad decisions. Keep away from a woman like that. It's not going to end well. Now, here she is trying to destroy this man's name, his reputation, and his career. All because he made her his wife. All because he tried to save a bird. And like I always tell you guys, bro, a bird only got one intention when it comes to a man. All she's going to do is drain your energy and power up, brother. That's all a bird know how to do. A bird doesn't know how to truly love a man. So she put this out there to ruin his legacy, his name. Think about it, right? If a man put his hands on you, why would you run to the internet? Because you're trying to defame that man. Sad. Now, Big Tigger did respond to her allegations, and this is what he said.
Good morning, Atlanta. I'm extremely privileged to be here this morning, back at work. Over the past several days, there's been significant public discussion and speculation regarding my personal life. I understand this can happen being a public person. I've been doing radio now 32 years and television for 29. I appreciate, first and foremost, the support and concern that so many people have shown. I want to say categorically, these allegations and accusations that have been circulating about me are false, untrue, not happening, didn't happen. Additionally, it's important to clarify that Francesca and I have never been anything more than friends and respected colleagues. I'd like to apologize to you, Francesca, for the impact of these last few days or this last week. I hope you accept my apology. Out of respect for everyone involved, I ask for grace, privacy, and restraint as my family navigates this difficult moment. For more than 30 years, I've had the privilege of serving this in many communities through music, entertainment, and connection. I remain grateful for the trust so many of you have placed in me throughout that journey, and I intend to continue living and leading in that manner worthy of that trust. And to all the people who have either quietly or loudly stood up and stood 10 toes for me, I appreciate it. For the people who have reached out to check on me, I appreciate you. No name dropping necessary. You know who you are.
See, when a woman accuses a man of things like this, it affects his career regardless of if it's true or false. Now, sponsors are going to hesitate to work with you because of the stain that she just put on your brand. And that's why it's sad, because when women do things like this, there are no repercussions. It's just another day in the neighborhood. And you know what's so sad about this situation? Big Tigger is not the first man that she tried to put in jail. She also did this to her other baby father.
Y'all, we've got Derell Williams. He's about to call in and give us his version of the story as it pertains to his daughter, who has been missing since 2019. And of course, this is the daughter he shares with Alicia Brown, who is now married to Big Tigger. This is more than a viral story, y'all. This is about a missing child, and we're going to talk to the dad. We've got him on the line.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Derell Williams, you there? Okay, there we are. Derell, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
There we go. How you doing, man? Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you? How are you all?
We're great, and thanks for taking the time to be with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, a lot of people are just learning about Alicia Brown, who is the daughter of Derell. Let me make sure I have that correct. Is her last name Brown legally, Derell? I don't want to misspeak.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people are now learning about Alicia Brown, who is the daughter of Derell Williams, because of the current headlines involving her mom, Alicia Brown, who is married to Big Tigger. We all know Big Tigger here in the DMV. He currently does a morning show down in Atlanta on V103. But before that headline became a trending topic, there was already a long custody battle, a court record, and a missing child case that has been open since 2019. And I'm speaking about the case that involved 10-year-old at the time, Alicia Brown, who disappeared from Reisterstown, Maryland in May of 2019. She's now 17 years old. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, they still list her as a missing child. So we've got Derell Williams on the phone, and we just want to be clear. We're not trying to convict anyone on the radio. It's about hearing from Derell, who is the father who has spent many years trying to find his daughter, and understanding what happened before she disappeared, and also getting clear on what the public needs to know. Obviously, Derell's story also sheds light on the credibility of Alicia Brown, who has recently accused and made accusations and allegations of domestic violence as it pertains to Big Tigger. So, you know, Derell has a lot of insight about that, as he was in a relationship with Alicia Brown, Big Tigger's current wife, prior to her even knowing Big Tigger, and before all of the headlines this weekend popped off. So, Derell, thanks for being here. We want to start from the beginning with you, Alicia and Aaliyah. Can you just tell us, you know, how this began? Like, for people who are just hearing your name, who are you, where are you from, and when did you meet Alicia?
My name's Derell. I'm from Baltimore, born and raised, and I met Alicia in 2009. How our beginning started. We dated for a year. It didn't work out. And in that year, she sent me to jail, which was kind of my primary reason for not having this work out. And from the time that she was pregnant, had the baby, and we both tried to raise her, she did not really want me involved in Aaliyah's life. So it had always been a struggle to be consistently involved in Aaliyah's life without the court's help.
What did she send you to jail for that first time?
I've always went to jail, ironically, for the same charge, and it was for assault. We got in an argument. We sort of went out one night back in, 2013, I believe, 2009, 2010 maybe. We supposed to have went out, and we got in an argument, so I changed plans. I turned my car around, and I was going to take her back home, and she took the keys out the car, and we almost crashed. When I got the keys back in the car, she started hitting me with everything that was in vicinity of her reach in my car. I used to have I used to have a bunch of stuff in my car, so she was just hurling objects. By the time we got to park and the police arrive and everything, they arrest her because they look at my face, they look at all the marks on me, and they arrest her that night. But because she was pregnant, she said she was miscarrying. They took her to the hospital, and then they released her. A day later, I got arrested. I had a warrant for my name saying that I brutally assaulted this woman, and it was completely false. So that pretty much ended our relationship from the jump, because I refuse to be with somebody that will send you to jail. So
right.
Sad, bro. This is why I always tell you guys, you have to do a background check on these women before you wife them up. Don't think that you're safe because she's older now. Don't think that you're safe because she's in her late 30s, her late 40s. I always tell you guys, if a woman is a bird at 5, she's going to be a bird at 50. A woman like this will never change. This is her 4th baby father. And look at what she's doing to him. The problem with women like this, bro, they need help. But instead of getting help, what they do is prey on men and bring their past trauma into their new relationship. When the whole time they really need therapy. And these women are great at playing the role. They will fool a fool every time. Fellas, don't ignore the signs. The signs are always there. That's the whole thing. You gotta pay attention to the signs. If I meet a woman and she got 3 kids by 3 different men, I already know this is a woman that makes bad decisions. Let me keep away from her. She probably got some type of mental issues going on. She probably lacks discipline. Big Tigger made this woman his wife. His wife, yo. Now she's jeopardizing this man's career after all these years of putting in mad work. One bird could ruin all that.
I'm telling you, dog. Bitches will fuck your whole shit up.
Think about that, bro. This man been in the game for over 20 years. 20 years, bro. A bird put this accusation on this man, and it's going to change his life forever now. Nobody is going to look at him the same after this. Even if he's innocent or guilty. Look, man. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. Seriously. You can't save a bird. You can't change a bird. That spirit is already embedded in her. And I'm telling you all the truth, bro. If you treat a bird special, if you treat a bird like a wife, she will always turn around and try to destroy you. Fellas, be wise out here, man. That's just the bottom line. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.